This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Sorry, I'm low energy. I'm going to pop up my best to best of my ability.
Okay, let's say then.
I'm going to need you to pep up.
It's Mrs. Kitty Cat Cappuccinista. And this is my friend, Mr. Big P. Big P if you're nasty. And we're live in the studio.
And welcome to Seek Treatment, a podcast about boys, sex,
about
fucking,
boys, sex,
dating,
fucking, dating, and love. And we're actually here with the person who called it by its true Christian name, which is Psych Treatment.
Psych Treatment.
We're live in the studio with one of the best people on planet Earth. Like literally, not only so funny, not only beautiful, actually kind, actually one of the only sane people in show business.
Yeah.
Put your ears open for Mrs. Sarah Squirm.
Put your ears open.
No.
We're the Shermanator.
We have to acknowledge that the last time you came on, Sarah, we were in person. We had what I remember as like an electric, amazing episode. And then like the air conditioner was on and it was almost completely usable. We did bravely put it out anyways. And everyone was like, we can't understand what you're saying.
I just can't even, it feels disrespectful to me that we're doing this on a Zoom. Sorry, this isn't even Zoom. This is Riverdale.
Oh, guess what? It's Riverdale. It's on the CW. But first of all, let me look at me, Sarah. It sucks dick, ass, and pussy that we're doing it on Zoom. But
someone lives in California.
Nah, it's true.
Yeah,
I do.
someone decided they're too big for their britches and they had to move to Cali.
Do you think that I should come back to New York, Sarah?
Yeah, I actually was thinking about this for you, me, and everybody we know, and you, me, and Irene, that it's like, I think Mother Nature has spoken.
I know.
Yeah, I think Mother Nature has spoken, and she's like, I'm moving some things around.
Yes, but it's hard. It's hard to try to be like a regular TV writer living there because it's like you always have to be ready to be like, okay, I need a 4-month sublet. Like you know what I mean? Like if
you are like the most employed TV writer in the United States.
It's amazing.
No, it's not
amazing.
true. Well, guess what? I'm still terrified about my career every second.
Every second of it. Go be like me. Therapy 2 times a week still doesn't work.
Wait, Sarah.
Another day.
Sarah, did you?
Every time I see Sarah, she's actually living in full delusion when I talk to her.
No, it's crazy. Isn't that grounding though? To be so unmoored and delusional that it's grounding.
But what do you think?
But I just wish you could see how perfect you are in every way in God's image.
It's so interesting that what you were saying before we got on the call is not what you're saying now that we're on the call, which is the important time to be saying it.
Well, here's what I'll say. I was right before we got on, unrelated to even just remembering I was going to see you today. I'm looking at my phone. I go, Sarah Sherman needs to be a professional model because her face is unbelievably beautiful, unique, symmetrical, striking.
It's sexy, unique restaurant.
Your face is Lisa Vanderpump's Sir.
Do you know I went to Sir 2 weekends ago? Did I already talk about this?
Did you have a cream cheese crab rangoon?
No, I will say did I already talk about this on the podcast, Catherine?
I believe so, but
can I guess what you ate? A goat cheese ball.
Yes, but I mean it's easy to guess what someone eats at Sir because they have 3 items on the menu.
Right, goat cheese ball.
Okay, wait.
But I Kat, not just for vanity's sake, I wanted you to repeat that statement because I did want to tell you what Samantha, whose last name is Bleep, said to me in high school when I turned around to her in math class. I turned around to talk to her, popular girl, obviously, and I'm talking to her. So yeah, I was socially lubricated in high school. I turn around to talk to her and she just stares at me, my face like this. And she goes, all of your features are really beautiful and delicate, but they just don't all come together on the face.
No.
That girl's
she couldn't be more wrong.
But that girl should be like that's not true. But it is such such a nuance. It's such a nuanced element. Like it's like she should be the editor and she should be Miranda Priestley. You know what I mean?
Well, no. What's interesting is she is a doctor now, so that makes sense.
Totally.
Oh, so she's like
I turn around like, okay, you're her. Okay. Hey.
Okay. Huh.
Wow.
All the features on your face are
It's
so
all
delicate,
working.
but they don't come together.
And then I go like this.
Head 360,
Wait, did you
exorcist head.
This is so slow.
did you go to Oceanside?
Great Neck South High School. Go
Great Neck
Rebels.
South, right.
Yeah, and that's a Confederate
Did you ever go down
mascot.
Ocean Boulevard by Yellow Card?
Wow. No, but I'm guessing Pat did, not to drag you.
If I can find you now, things
Would be better. I need listeners to know that I'm slightly under the weather, but of course by tomorrow I'll be 100% fine and I'm healthy and the money's coming in.
Wait,
have a-
Kat,
do-
look at me. You are already feeling better. Everything
I feel better. Well, I do
Ye-
feel safe because I don't have any plans tonight, so I get to just like be so cozolinta after this.
Do you? Oh my God! But I have to say, it's like I'm at the best moment of like Sarah. I'm so sorry, and her listeners, I'm so sorry. I'm currently watching like 16-month-old season of Love Island US.
Wow.
And
Hey.
I am
What's
at the point-
happening?
Aaron just was so bad at Casa, and now and
Yep.
and they didn't
Yep.
even show Keller. They showed Keller 1% of how bad he was. Honestly, probably to protect
We
her
remember.
health, and like she's broken. Like this woman is broken, and they're about to come back. So I'm like, I have something at 6.
As someone who hasn't seen a frame of the show, it's like I've not heard one enticing thing about it.
oh, it's
Sell
Sarah.
me. Sell me now. Sell me.
Grow up.
Sell me.
Well,
Well,
it's
you know
this-
I'm ready to go down any dark rabbit hole in
Yes,
this, in
Sarah,
this
this
universe.
is it. And it's an isolation of this feeling of like romantic excitement that's actually based on nothing, and like truly believing you're in love with someone that you do not know, and then it's and then it's having to watch them feel that same thing for someone else, being so devastated by it in a way that feels like it affects your entire self-worth, and having to try to just trudge on and be on television in the meantime. And also they're all trying to get Instagram famous. So it's like,
Right. Okay.
it's fascinating. It's really fascinating to watch.
Does sex happen on camera?
In the early seasons, yes. And I would argue in the current seasons, yes.
There's-
Under the blanket, there's bouncing.
There's something really there's something really close to sex that happened at this season I'm watching between Cordell and the new girl. Something really close to sex happens. but
Oh,
you
really?
can't
Sorry, my
really-
phone I just got the weirdest alert on my phone that says liquid detected. Charging's not available
that's
because
famous.
liquid
That's
detected.
famous. You got one of the famous notifications.
Well, ever since I got into skincare, my phone's covered in grease at all times.
so liquid's detected.
Liquid has been detected, mama, and slay.
And
Oh my
you
God,
Boots did
Sarah.
that.
Do you remember the other night after the screening when I was like, where is the party? Like, why don't I know about the party? I wake up, turns out my manager's assistant forgot to send me the party invite, and that's why I felt like the biggest loser in town.
Wait, was I supposed to be like, oh my God, wait, let me just like forward you this email I got? I thought we were all like, no, we're not going to the party. It's like
It was more like
late.
I wanted to go, but Brian had to wake up so early, and so did I. So I was like, whatever.
What was the screening?
Right.
For the Running Man.
Which
you-
Cat is being hilarious boots in.
Oh my God.
I'm laughing in it, and literally Martin Hurley lead of the movie.
No, later in the movie, he goes like, oh yeah, he would, we'd have a break from SNL, and I'd be like, what are you doing this break? He's like, oh, I'm flying to London, like shooting, like whatever. And I'm like, shooting what?
Yeah,
Shooting what? He's
the
like,
movie,
oh,
he's
it's
movie
nothing. I'm
star.
like, no, he's literally
And
the lead of the whole movie.
He's movie star, and guess what? It's an absolutely jam-packed action express event of play and amazing dynamics, and you guys got to go see.
Well, the way Pat just told me on Love Island, sell me on Running Man right now.
I already did by having
Is-
my beautiful face in it.
Have either of you ever shot a sex scene?
No.
I've shot making out, but never.
Yeah.
And one time, like, kind of naked in a bed, but not like sex.
That's like as far as I've gone as well. But I'm
you love it?
so endlessly. I like kind of rode David Brown from Jury Duty on a toilet in the snow once for a student film, but that wasn't full sex.
You
But I'm
lucky
so
dog.
curious.
Wait, did you
about
say
shooting
on a
sex
toilet
scene.
in the snow?
You heard what I said, girl.
But wait, how was the toilet? Was the toilet outdoors?
It was a loose toilet outdoors next to a frozen lake in Chicago, and I was over the pants through winter coats riding David Brown.
You know when you see something through a different light? I was
Literally, yes.
I was working on something with my friend Sam like 2 days ago, and like just a straight girl I've known forever. And like, I saw it when my tabs that was open on my computer. There was like a gay porn thing, and I was like, "Do you want to see gay porn?" I forget why we started talking about it, but she was like, "I want to see a frame of it." So I showed her like one still frame of like a gay porn video, and like something about showing it to like a straight kind of Berkeley cool girl, like just showing that for it's like it made me think of porn completely differently somehow.
And you're off the stuff now. You'll
I'm
never go back.
completely I'll never go back. I don't
It's church
believe
on
in
Sunday
it.
morning.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you
Sometimes
love porn? New segment. Do you love porn?
No, I have like a very active imagination. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I don't need.
That rocks.
Sometimes I really don't need reference material.
Totally.
That's beautiful.
Well, memories are the best things, but then sometimes you have to delete your memories. Do you know what I mean?
No, no,
like in Eternal
Pat.
Sunshine.
Pat, no. Well, I actually think it's like to remember too. Like actually, Pat, you have amazing recall, and I'm
Yeah.
specifically talking about movies and episodes of television from like the 90s that are girl power coded.
I did something unbelievable today. I mean, this weekend.
Let's say it's today.
I was watching with John and Claudia. We watched the pilot of Lipstick Jungle and the pilot of Kashmir Mafia back to back.
That sounds
And-
like, what's Kashmir Mafia?
What's Lipstick Jungle?
Wow, I'm so glad you girls asked. Okay, so like
It does.
in 2007, Sex and the City was like freshly off of HBO's airwaves, and like it was obviously culture changing television, and so all the networks were like, we're gonna do Sex and the City. So ABC, I believe, came out with, I think it was NBC came out with Lipstick Jungle first in January. It was all affected by the writer's strike, but they came out with Lipstick Jungle, which starred Brooke Shields, Kim Raver, and a woman I wasn't sure who she was. It was 3 of them. They were experimenting with having only 3, and and then ABC came out with Kashmir Mafia, which had Lucy Liu and a few other people. I don't know who they are.
Wait, that
And
sounds amazing.
They both ran. Well, the Kashmir Mafia ran for 6 weeks and was canceled, even though it was better.
Was
Lipstick Jungle
barely given a shot.
Lipstick Jungle got a second season, but NBC aired the second season. No offense, Sarah, like I would never badmouth like your family here,
No,
but
of course. That's my NBC family.
NBC gave Lipstick Jungle a second season, but their time slot was 10 p.m. on Friday nights. So it was like it didn't prosper in that time slot. So, but they both were like, it was kind of Sex in the City, but it was much more careerist. Like it's like first of all, a lot of them are married, and they were kind of all Mirandas. Or like one of them, Lipstick Jungle opens with like a news report of like the powerful woman list, and it's like number 1 on the list, and it's like Brooke Shields' character is like number 6 on the list, and it's like Kate Rivers, and then it's like, and then falling down from her spot 8 last year is number 26 on the list, fashion designer Victory Ford, who's like the 3rd one.
Little did they know that modern life would be about every day opening your phone and seeing a new list
I know.
that you're not on.
So they were more prescient than literally
But
a
you're
fortune teller.
But you're seeing them in work where you're like, oh, you're missing what the fun was. It's like we never saw Miranda answering an email. We just knew she did it off camera, but we don't
We
need
just knew her
to
like
see
talking
it.
back to her like shitty male coworkers, being like, "I'm actually the queen and you're stupid."
Well, I hope what I'm about to say is going to elicit a laugh out of either of you, but would you say that Lipstick Jungle and Kashmir Carousel is like Sonia Morgan's Tipsy Girl to
Hey.
Bethany Frankel's
Then
Skinny
it's-
Girl?
if you think I'm not watching that episode right now, Sarah, I just paused it to come talk to you.
So wait, let me just say what I did was just so we watched Lipstick Jungle, Kashmir Mafia. I was like, I've definitely watched these pilots when they came out in 2008, but I didn't remember a single character. I didn't remember anything. And then literally, like halfway through the episode, I was like,
I know every word.
I remember a monologue that's gonna happen in the climax that's electric, and I left the room to record a voice memo of like what I recorded, what I remembered. And then we watched it, and when it happened, we paused and I played my voice memo. It was like almost word for word.
No.
That's
Yeah.
genius.
This was like the time that I heard the Black Eyed Peas "Where's the Love" one time, and I swear to God, I knew every single word from the second I heard it.
Oh no.
What? You spilled soup.
God, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like actually a mess. I'm sorry. I'm present. I'm good.
No, it's okay. You can clean your mattress now. Can we hear the monologue you recorded?
Yes, okay. Okay, so
Play the voice note back.
So one of the premises is for Kashmir Mafia, there's four women, and one of them kind of disappears in the middle of the episode, and she's like trying to like revive her sex life with her husband. Halfway through the episode, one of the other women sees sees her husband leaving with this woman that they all kind of squared off with at a restaurant earlier. And she's like, oh my God. And then they're like, the three of them all meet for martinis to be like, how are we going to tell her?
Right. Oh my God. Wow.
But they're all taking out their phones like, I can't do Thursday. I have that big meeting. Oh God, I'm closing that deal on Wednesday. We're going to have to do it right before the banquet. So they all agree to like to meet her right before the banquet to tell her husband's cheating on her.
Oh.
So they do that. And they're
They
all
do
wearing
that.
black. They're accidentally all wearing black. And the woman is like devastated, but she's also like, oh, he steps out on me. What do you want me to say? Okay. You think I didn't know? Of course I knew. But it was trips. It was strangers. And you and sure, judge me all you want, but I want to come home to someone. I want to go to events with someone, and I don't want to lose all that. So whatever. So then they're like, we're going to the event. You're gonna kill her, but first you need a different dress. Cut to them all four walking into this like this event that has not been set up at all. Like we don't know the event. It's never clear what the event is, but
It's
they
just
keep
a
referring to-
banquet.
There it is, a banquet. They're walking. They're all in black and cheese and like.
Is it at the Grill, formerly the Four Seasons?
I have no idea. Like,
Okay.
but it is set in New York, and she is now wearing a red dress. And as soon as I see the red dress, I remember what she says to her husband, and it's like something
my
like
God.
it's something like this.
I know about your affair, and now you owe me one. So I'm gonna fuck someone behind your back. And it's gonna be someone maybe you know or don't. And you're never gonna know when or who it's gonna be.
Oh my
That's a fun the party's name.
It's a fun the person, and then like that little monologue does happen just before she gets up to like give a speech to
You
the
sound
banquet.
sexy, Pat.
Well, that's how she does it. It's a woman with red hair who's Australian, but she's American in the show.
Would
I
you?
know that you stepped out on me, and I'm gonna
And
fuck
you're-
whoever I want.
You need to seek treatment for the behaviors you've been exhibiting to me, your wife.
Okay, Sarah.
How old do you think you were when you saw that episode?
Well, it was
of the
2000
Cashmere Carnival.
It was 2008, and I must have watched it in real time, which would have made me a junior in college. It was winter of a sophomore in college. It was spring 2008, which is also when Real Housewives of New York debuted.
And maybe that's
Really?
why Cashmere Calypso was canceled because they're like, we have it for real.
Well, it's just like it was so interesting because we also had watched like the first couple episodes of New York, and it is like I've seen New York in its entirety so many times, but it is so interesting to like show it to other people because it's like in 2008 and like Obama was just cresting, and it was like, yes, it was all about this. It was all about like, I'm a woman with a big career and I have huge events.
Yeah.
And to quote Jill Zarin, I run with a fabulous circle of
Fabulous
people.
circle of people.
Oh,
And it
God,
was this
I miss her.
posture. It was like you had to be like giving a
Yeah.
speech at a banquet to like count for anything. And you had to have like a Palm Pilot. And like there was so much performance in that.
Yeah.
And so to watch that and then to watch Kashmir Mafia and Lipstick Jungle, it was like these are very in conversation with each other, but like one's not based on the other. It's just like this was that time. This was like it was like postured opulence and like postured white feminism and like postured like rich New York, like Bethany Frankel coded like it's Carrie Bradshaw-ness. Do you know what I mean? Or like Samantha Jones-ness. Like it was like this sort of thing. It's like I'm sexually empowered. I'm at the top of my career. I don't apologize for it. And
it's Baby Girl.
yeah, I've actually never watched Baby Girl.
I never seen. This episode is presented by Planned Parenthood Federation of America. You know, we on this podcast talk a lot about your right to control your body and make decisions for yourself on this show. And right now, those rights are actively being threatened. Your sexual and reproductive health choices, including whether to have an abortion, are yours alone. They do not belong to lawmakers or anyone else who tries to take them away. As the nation's leading provider of sexual and reproductive health care and sex education, Planned Parenthood is committed to serving people from all walks of life, no exceptions.
But the attacks on our healthcare, our basic rights, they just don't stop. But do you know what else doesn't stop? Planned Parenthood. Every year, Planned Parenthood health centers provide over 9 million and services to more than 2 million patients. They give patients STI testing and treatments, Pap tests, breast exams, birth control, HPV vaccines, and more, aka essential, super important healthcare.
Despite serious threats to sexual health and reproductive care, Planned Parenthood never abandons their commitment to care. And together with people like you and me and even Pat, they fight every day to build the future we deserve, one where everyone can get the care they need no matter who they are or where they live. Supporters like you power this work. Donate to support Planned Parenthood now at plannedparenthood.org/defend.
What do you want? Not family, not friends, not society at large. You. What do you want and how do you want it? Without the noise of external opinions, you may have the space to find out. On the dating app field, curiosity leads the way towards intimacy with others and yourself. Desires, interests, the space to change again and again. There's room for all of it here. If you have a fantasy, say it. If you have a desire, include it in your bio. You just may get what you want. If life on field interests you, here's a closer look at exactly what happens there.
Field doesn't gatekeep connection. In an age where dating apps create hurdles to finding your people, Field is built differently. They don't guide your desire. You will be neither punished nor rewarded for exploring your desires unless that's your thing.
In which case you very much will be.
Oh.
There's no pretending. There's no need to write your profile like a job application and pretend to be what someone else wants. Within the Field community, the cultural norm is to be radically honest. It helps you find exactly what you're seeking. So download Field on the App Store or Google Play.
Yes.
This is what makes me so sad about like influencer culture, because it's like the Carrie Bradshaw of like the West Village now is like an influencer on the phone.
Alex
And I'm like,
Oral.
I wish we could go back to the making of the deals.
I know.
That is giving me something.
I know.
At least I like the power bitches of the West Village today are on the phone, but I would rather they were in the boardroom. Like Ramona Singer being like, I need to make cross necklaces now.
And
I
no,
know her being on like
Ramona's-
30th and Madison and being like, this is my office and I share it with Heather's Corporation. Yummy.
Hey, mama.
And it's also just like her original job when you first start is like buying old like wholesale clothes and like reselling them somewhere. Like
I love it.
it's like so not a real job that she's made millions from.
Millions.
You have to give it to Ramona for being self-made, don't you think?
Where are her millions coming from? Really,
From
from
her.
her
From
that
her.
rocks.
Yeah.
What about
She's in
Mario's
the-
trophy company?
Oh,
Yeah. Mm.
That was giving like his grandfather started it and maybe it makes money.
Yes. But I think
He's
Ramona
so
is.
hot, it's crazy.
I know.
Yeah,
you can,
he
I'll
rocks.
sit
I want him to
straight
rock.
on it.
I want Eiffel Tower, him, and Mauricio.
No, Mauricio is a no for me.
Oh, he's
He used to be a yes. He used to be a yes. Admit it,
yes.
everyone go around.
I'm
He's
very
too odd with the children. I
Honestly,
don't like
what
his
do you
dynamic
mean?
with Farrah. It's too bizarre to me.
honestly
I
the one I like the
remember
most of all the house husbands, the one I've been the most attracted to is Bethany's first Jason.
No,
course.
pass.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Jason
the
Hoppy?
blonde guy?
No, the bald guy.
That's crazy.
I think he's
But I do love the episode where she's supposed to confront him and instead she has 3 lychee martinis and she's like, she's like I was out of control. I was out. And I was like, I understand. Like you think you're having fun and then you're out of control trying to like have a talking to. Oh my God.
Okay,
Wait,
Sarah.
so Sarah, there's
Yeah,
so much to
Sarah.
dive into. Since you last came on, who are you then? Who are you now? Who do you want to be? Bitch.
Oh my God. Back then I was
You came on summer of 2023 in
The
the
summer
unheard
that
episode.
I had my stroke and the summer that
oh my
Pat was
God.
having a time.
Oh yeah, you came on during the worst summer of my life.
But now you're having kind of a different time, but it's not similar. No, it's similar, but it's not the same.
It's a shadow of it for sure. It's a shadow of it. But I know now what I didn't know then.
I was like doing this thing where I was like trying to remember something from 2023. So I like scrolled all the way back in my photos from 2023. And I'm not kidding when I say like, I think it literally not to be like this, exactly the same. Now, one thing has changed about me. I mean, I believe my 11 lines are deeper on my forehead, but
Well,
and
guess
by the way,
what?
I'm monitoring those closely.
Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because do you care and why? And should we not care? And should we have full body surgery or should we be political? And tell me what to do.
Well, how I think is that at the end of the day, we are comedians and our bodies are in service of the joke.
Thank you.
So
Agree.
if we are frozen in time and space, how are we going to be vessels delivering and extracting laughter?
Totally.
Exactly. And I believe Kate Berlant said a similar thing when she came on, when she said, this is where the magic happens, essentially. And I was like, yes,
well, the eyes are the windows to, dare I say.
the joke. The eyes are the windows
The
to
eyes-
the laugh factory.
The eyes are the windows of the dare I say.
and need I say more? I'm not going to bring the S word into Riverdale today.
Totally.
Wait,
Like,
what's that?
Soul.
Oh,
I am
No,
sorry.
my soul is on full display today.
On display, on
No.
display, on display.
Sarah's
each and
like-
every day.
Sarah's mad at me because Sarah's mad at me because of my
But
illness.
Sarah, do you know what? One of the best moments of my life was when we saw Paris Hilton sing "Love Is Blind" live.
No.
In
even though
Miami.
the
Stars are
stars
blind.
are
Do you remember
green.
that?
Love is blind.
Oh, stars are blind. Stars are blind.
When we heard
Even
her
though you're
recite a season
behind
of
the
Love is Blind.
wall. and
That was
you're
like
on the-
electric. That was electric.
That was crazy. I see. Again, it's like one of those things where I'm like, that could have been in 2023. Like, I feel
Guess
like
what?
my
It
whole-
was. It was.
It was 'cause I
No.
remember actively not being included in a way that didn't upset me. Didn't upset me. Doesn't.
I-
That's why I remember it.
I kind of remember it feeling like there was like a reason why. What can I say on the podcast? There's a lot going on at that moment.
Yeah,
In
there
that.
was. Yeah,
Cool.
I was
I
on
don't.
a-
I don't remember.
I was on a gay vacation.
Yeah. And
Cool.
we did stop. We had to stop at the Scarface house on that street in Miami, and it was turned into a CVS. And I was like, okay. And isn't that a metaphor? Isn't that a metaphor for a lot? But I do want to go be talking about the 11 lines really quick once again, just
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah. Take us back.
Because I was telling you, Kat, the other day that I just finished editing my special, and I don't think that anyone should be looking at themselves for an extended period of time. So it just is interesting that I'm just saying it's just interesting that I have crevices in the middle of my forehead so deep that they cast a shadow on my eyeballs. I'm just saying, like, I don't think we do anything about
No,
it, but
it's just information.
it's just information. But every single day I go, what if?
Now, would you trade your 11s for my one absolute stab wound in the middle between my eyebrows?
I would say I've never noticed that you had that. I'm not just saying that to kiss your ass as someone who's sick.
Okay. First of all, I'm not sick. I'm manifesting health.
Right, you're not. Wait, look at me. You are.
I am healthy. Tomorrow is going to be healthy, normal day. Tomorrow I am singing, so my voice will sound so good tomorrow.
Each and every day, every day.
Every day I'm hustling.
Would you take your one line in the middle of your forehead over my teeth being so jacked up that every time I eat, every single morsel of food somehow gets right in between my teeth right before I have to go on camera?
I would
Okay.
I would kill to have your face for one single hour.
It
It's so
doesn't
beautiful.
it doesn't get me anything anywhere. All
Look
at
at how
once.
look at you being a movie star. Look at you being on HBO.
No, and this is
Now
why.
tell
Can
us
we be
quickly-
lifting each other up, please?
Yeah, because I'm
know.
obsessed with you, and when I think about you, my whole body is filled with like effervescent joy, and I'm always like, I miss that girl. And the way me and Brian talk about you, like we're both completely in love with you.
Brian is my
And-
effing girl.
And what we always say is you would never guess this, team. The only normal person in showbiz
right.
is Sarah Squirm.
Totally.
No, people wouldn't know that.
No,
they
because
wouldn't.
you're kooky on the outside, but in reality, you're literally grounded on solid ground.
But
Yeah.
sometimes lately I've been acting. Have you guys been on any apology tours lately? Because I feel like I've been bad behavior lately, and then I've gone on
What'd you
apology
do?
tours.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
You know, when you just get stressed out and you say and do things you don't mean, and then you have to go on an apology tour, and then you like tell yourself like, wait, but I was supposed to be nice, and then all of a sudden here I am groveling on my hands and knees on
Who
an
are you mean
apology
to?
tour. Like it'll be a thing at SNL where like I'm just like tired and stressed out, and I'll be like, I literally can I be real? Can I peek behind the actress?
Yeah.
Tell me if this is bad, unprofessional behavior. I had to cut a single joke out of a sketch. Okay? Adam, a weekend update thing wasn't that deep, whatever. I literally went like this to a producer.
No, that's
No,
funny.
that's like
But I was being like, it was like serious. Like, I really don't want to cut that joke out. You have to.
but it's compared to
funny, and y'all are family.
compared to some of our compatriots, like there is an interesting thing where it's like you're friends with someone, they're so nice, and then like you hear that like when they show up to set, it is the worst
No.
it is the worst day of everyone's life, and they're
Can you imagine?
awful,
Can you
and
imagine
they're
bringing that
awful to
energy?
everyone. I know. So it's like
But you-
it's just so interesting having friends like that, where it's like I see you, it's like you're totally normal and nice. I know you. I know you've made a line producer cry when like
Right.
on her child's birthday, unbeknownst to you. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like
God.
I'm
I have some
I'm talking about
amazing guesses.
a gay guy and a straight girl.
That's what
Oh,
actually those are my two guesses.
Yeah.
And by the way,
y-
sorry, go.
I would never defend abusive, toxic behavior, and everyone should be nice to everyone because don't forget to show love every single moment of the day. But sometimes you do see actors being pushed to the brink, and then people go like, "That person's a diva," and it's like, well, do you know what happened to her?
I know.
She was pushed down 300 times in
Yeah.
a row, hit in the head 9,000 times. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I actually think there
A
is
little bit.
I think there is a pretty long leash. Like I think
Sure,
the
that's
ones you hear
true.
about, it's like this was awful what you've done. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I also think when you're on a set and you're spending so much intense time with other people, it's inevitable you're gonna like snap at each other like you would with a sibling. And
Right.
all that matters that you go to them and be like, "Oh my God, I was so stressed out. I'm sorry I snapped at you." And then
Right.
it's like we're literally golden. Like,
I guess
Yeah.
people don't do that.
Did
Do
you do
what?
it to the producer after you stuck your tongue out?
Yeah,
you
and
apologize
then
for your
he literally was
tonguing?
like, "I don't really know what you're talking about."
see, because it was fine. 'Cause it's fine.
Or like, you know, when you just hear, I'll just like hear about. Have you ever had to like fall down or get hurt for something on camera? And then you have to do it like
No.
100 times, and it's like, okay, well now I can see why people go crazy.
Totally.
Yeah.
I had to be pushed down and hurting, and so now I
Totally.
can see
If
snapping.
you're pushed down, of course, like lash out. But if you're
Lash
not
out,
pushed
be cruel,
down,
call names, yeah, scream.
but if you're pushed down, but if you're not pushed down, just try to like be patient with everyone. We're all doing our jobs. Wait, what was I gonna say? I haven't gone on apology tour, but I had one of those experiences where you realize 1 minute too late you said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and it's like there's no feeling like it. It's like you at that moment feel like you want to light yourself on fire.
Right.
You're like, you feel like you are on fire. You're like,
Oh
when I
my
did
God.
it, when I realized, when the realization came in, I literally was like, because you're like, this has to end here. That person can't tell anyone. Like, if I had a button in front of me that was like, you could push this
Detonate the
and
world.
that person drops dead right now, I would in a heartbeat. I would push it. I would slam it down in a heartbeat.
Wait, but interesting, you want to push down it was not the suicide button, it was the homicide button.
But it's like I'm not connected to it. It's just like they die of natural causes. Do you know what I mean?
Would you say, what sound effect did you hear in your ears? Like
It
when
was
that
like
happened?
it was like, you know, you're watching a TV show and it's like POV shot and it's like blaring siren, and it's just the
Yeah.
person's like, it's like it was literally blaring siren. I can't
Oh
say
my
where I
God.
was, but I was in a funny I was in a funny location to be having a full
You
meltdown.
were.
Yeah.
You were.
And like I'll just never forget that feeling, but then I didn't care like one day later.
That's so cool.
I know. It's funny how your body reacts to information. It's because
God.
it's because we used to be like worried for our lives from like
I know,
animals and
people
stuff.
love to be like, we used to be like cave people, like
We used to
chasing a
be, like,
buffalo,
terrified
and
of
now
tiger
we're like
and all that
holding a
stuff.
computer. It's
You
You
like,
know what's like actually, you know what's actually helping me? I'm like, oh my God, why is my memory so bad? I can't recall a single thing. I can't even recall a monologue from the Kashmir Diaries. And like Dan's sister Carrie's husband Mikey was like, oh, it's because all our brains are supposed to remember is rock and stick. And I'm like,
Totally.
right.
Wait,
Isn't
Dan's
that helping?
sister's
Yeah.
husband is a genius.
No, right. It's rock and stick. And all of a sudden I'm going like Kashmir Diaries, like, you know, you know, memory of the girl saying my face was ugly in high school. And it's like the new meme, you know, it's too much. It's too much.
I know. Rock and stick. Title of app.
I love say I think that Taylor Love should be the eyes are the window to the dare I say.
That is good too. That's good too.
That's kind of
Okay.
a blend of both of you guys.
And then who are you now? Because you're having this big moment and you need to share this. You just share with us.
I'm like so scared, basically.
You're such a
Why?
classic. It was such a
I'm
classic
classic.
you move. You text me. You're like, I'm so stressed for my special. And I'm
I
like,
know,
oh my
it's
God, it's going to be
so
great.
classic.
I can't
And
wait.
then you're
I don't
like-
watch any specials. I'm so excited to see. You know, I could watch you stand up for 6 hours straight. If you just did a
Oh.
6-hour long set, I would watch it.
Well, you know my new anxiety, my new neuroses. So basically, when the mind invents the new thing. So
Mhm.
my new thing that I'm worried about is that the special. My neuroses now is that the special is Blurry by accident.
that would be a
That'd be
creative choice.
Cool. Wait, where did you
That-
shoot? Where did you shoot it?
At the Bell House, which you wouldn't know from how it looks.
I
Quite
can't wait to
interesting.
see.
Oh my god,
But
the
what if it's
blur.
blurry? That's like my new thing. I'm like, oh my God, what if they export it and it's just like so blurry and no one can see it?
Oh my God. I want to reach through my screen and give you a big kiss, you dumb
Mwah,
girl.
But you would give me your sickness. You would give me your disease.
I'm not sick. I'm healthy.
What about this? What about this?
I love that
song?
song so much.
Some of the best specials of all time are blurry. It was meant to be to the ones.
Some of the best
Right.
specials of all time.
Some of the greatest specials of all times are blurry
You know,
now.
I played with fire, girls. I played with fire because I felt a tickle
Yeah.
on Thursday, but then I had a wedding this weekend, and it wasn't the kind of wedding where I could like go and leave early. It was like
Yeah.
my whole family was there. I was in it for the long haul, and so I knew I might feel this way, but I'm gonna be healed for my big show tomorrow.
You are going to be healed. You are going to be healed.
I love being healed. I am so healthy. I just ate an insane amount of garlic, onions, red peppers, chicken broth, and noodles.
Is that
my-
what does it? What? Get an IV, by the way.
Oh, guess what? Already did.
Yeah. By the way, they don't work. Guess what? I do it
No.
anyway.
No, they do work, Sarah.
I was convinced the day I filmed my special that I had the new COVID 39. And
Oh,
Oh, there's a
didn't.
new
Nothing was wrong.
COVID.
No, my body created it. And when we were so I got like obviously like 8 IVs that day. And when we were color correcting my special, we're making it really saturated. So the whole special, you could see this giant red IV port.
Wait, you got an
spot.
IV the day of?
Well, I was convinced again. I was convinced that I had downloaded a disease.
Well, let me ask you this, Mrs. Computer.
Yeah.
How often are you supposed to or can you get those IVs? Because I'm always like, I want one daily.
Well, I'm feeling like we shouldn't be getting them. Is how
I
I'm
know.
feeling.
They're way too casual about them. Like, and also they're $400. I mean, what?
And like, there's someone. I don't think you're supposed to be entering your vein like that. There's
I
just some
might-
like anti-vax like cowboy nurse doing it. It's like
I feel like I'm
talking
always-
about colostrum. Let me ask you this.
yes.
Wait, so how did you sell your special? You like did your hour and had someone come watch it?
I did my hour. I had someone to come watch it, but there's like a bunch of crazy stuff in it. So I had to kind of pitch it. And then I
Yeah.
did the crazy thing where I was like, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to like animate this whole thing.
Yeah.
And because I'm like, and it'll like, you know, whatever. It's like there's going to be hands popping out of graves and whatever.
It's gonna be blurry.
Blurry's going to help my 11 lines, by the way.
Yeah.
If my face is a smear, they're not going to be able to tell. So I had to be like, hey, I need like, because that's the thing with specials is everybody's like, okay, so what do you need? $12 and 4 iPhones? And I was like, but we do things a little differently around here. So I had to
Okay,
kind of pitch it.
Do you know, Sarah, that the month before I filmed my first special, not only did I not leave my house or talk to anyone, I wore a mask every time I went outside. And I did that I wouldn't let Brian see me. And at one time I let him have sex with me from behind in a park while wearing a mask. And that's how scared I was of downloading a disease. For a
Why are you
month.
the only person brave enough to meet me where I'm at?
Because because the eyes are the window to the you know what.
Wait, so you only had sex with your boyfriend in a public park outside
time.
with a
The-
mask on.
the
I
Rory-
sat on his lap from behind. I reversed cowgirl while he was sitting on a bench.
You're so like the word brave gets thrown around with like Delta Force and like the Purple Heart soldiers, but you're the only one taking that for the team.
It
Oh,
was a
guess,
different time.
guess what happened to me on Saturday? I
What?
had
Did
such
you
a-
have sex in a public park? with
It's
a mask
completely
on?
unrelated. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm thinking of it. Maybe because of the disease. Because I was going to see Begonia.
How was
Yeah.
it?
I loved it. I thought it was
I
great.
can't wait to see it.
And I was going with my friend Mark, and we went to in the Americana. There was this like Italian restaurant that like. There's an Italian restaurant that like literally it feels like it's just paid actors. Like I've never known someone who actually ate at that space. You just walk by it. It's like, oh wow, that place is packed with people eating. I can't imagine being one of those people that eats at this Italian. It's like nice, but it's like nice at the Americana, whatever. If you don't know, the Americana is like an outdoor mall. But we were going to go to another place. Like the wait was too long. I was supposed to make a reservation, but I struggle with neurodivergence and hadn't made that reservation. And so we were like, okay, that they had a table. We come in. You have like 40 minutes to eat. We were sat down. The tables are all right next to each other, right in a row. So it's like the person sitting directly next to me with a blonde woman is the actress Kirsten Dunst.
No.
That's
would.
a good one.
You
Isn't
said
it?
something.
I
You said
couldn't.
something.
How could I?
No, you
I
can't. Your
couldn't.
paths
How
will
could
cross
I?
when they're meant to
Because
cross.
also like
Your
I was
paths will
listening,
cross when
but
they're meant
you're
to cross.
listening in. You're listening in. So they're saying things like, they were like, when the waiter came, they're like, we're having mom's night out. Kirsten said that. Kirsten
I'm
said that.
obsessed.
She's like, we're having mom's night out, and she was like, we went to the movies, and the waiter was like, what movie are you seeing? And she was like, Die, My Love. And I was like, well, how interesting! I'm about to see your husband in Begonia, but I'm certainly
Oh
already seen
my
it.
god!
And then she was like,
you having the conversation in your mind.
I was like listening to her.
her.
She was like, there was a certain like engagement with like the math around the tip, which was so interesting. It is so bad to be saying. I just was fascinated. It's just like to see.
No, she tips. She
to
better
see-
tip good,
yes,
girl.
totally. But it was just like
She sounds real and raw, and like a mom
she
who
was
deserves
real.
a night
And I
off.
was mom's night out. Like got a dessert, had a double espresso at 7:00 p.m. And then also like what was interesting to me,
God.
it's like that Italian spot at the Americana for Kirsten Dunst to be there on a mom's night out. Like stars are just like us has never been more true than that moment. Do you know
That
what I
makes
mean?
me like her even more than I already did,
makes
and I'm
me
already
feel
obsessed.
Crazy that she's a mom's night out. Like, I don't think about her like that at all.
I know. She's in a restaurant yelling mom's night out to the waiter.
That is amazing.
But of course you're like trying
That
to
makes me
prove
want to have kids. That makes me want to have kids.
How could you not want to be like, I'm always like, hey, I love you.
I
Like,
know.
so like,
but it's
I can't
different.
not.
You're
Really?
both-
I
you're-
actually don't ever do that.
I go,
You're,
hey, I love you.
you're both more like front facing than I am. So it's more likely that they would know who either of you are than for me it's like
The idea
they
of
never
Kirsten Dunst knowing who I
do.
am is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. She's like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan of...
I can see that boots.
You know, it's so funny. I was just thinking about how when the seasons change, it really, really feels like a reset. Between the sun setting earlier, the night coming on faster, the weather getting colder, finding a time to cook can be tough. That's why I love Factor. Their chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic this crazy season of giving gets. Factor has more variety, more meals. You can choose from a weekly selection of so many meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp. It's shrimp at no extra cost. Plus, they have so many amazing flavors. And from more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. Wow. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I love Factor. It's so quick and easy in the microwave when I want to eat at home, but I don't feel like cooking. And I think it just rocks. I use Factor and I love using it. Eat smart at factormeals.com/seektreatment50off and use code SEEKTREATMENT50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code SEEKTREATMENT50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Mwah.
Yeah.
I saw the Dare at a party and I literally went like this. Oh. And he was like, is that supposed to be like DJ? And I'm like, yeah, that's me being like,
Wait, I
that
couldn't
was-
see you because your camera's blurry. What did you do? You cut out and you made a
right,
DJ
I'm
motion?
I'm famously blurry. I went
Yeah,
like
well,
this.
Oh,
I
you
saw
love
the
being
Dare.
blurry.
Is this self-fulfilling prophecy? You made yourself
No.
blurry.
I guess it's like that. I am blurry. I'm just.
Are you gonna go
singer.
blurry mode in all your press for the special?
Oh my god, she's 18 years old. Thank you.
I didn't know who
Go
the
like
Dare.
this.
First of all, you are 18, and I don't want to hear it.
Thank you.
I
You're
didn't know
welcome,
who the
Mama.
Dare was. I didn't know who the Dare was, and I was with Benny and Mary Beth, who were like, they know who everyone is, and like we were hanging out, and they were talking about going to the Dare concert with their friends, and I was like, but I kept hearing Le Dare, and I was like, oh, I literally talking about like a French musician. I was like, Le Dare, I love Le Dare, and I love the stuff Le Dare puts out, like especially be it in Europe or over here in the States. Like I love Le Dare.
Liddell.
The next time you see someone you recognize, you should be like, I'm a huge fan of all of your work and list everything that they're not in and get it so wrong and say
Yeah.
you're French, right?
Yeah. You're that French actress.
I just can't believe I was next to Kiki Dunst at the Italian place in the Americana. It was
It's
crazy.
so she's like, but that's like I would just break it all for her.
But
Like
it's
that's
like-
Kiki D.
but not,
The legend
I
of
know.
Kiki D.
the legend of Kiki. But it is like
That's
It's
drop dead
interesting.
memoir.
because if you're Kiki D, if you're Kiki
Know your
D,
mystery girls.
if you're if you're Kiki D and you're going, I understand. If you're Kiki D and you're like in a VIP area, then it's okay. Don't approach her because she's like trying to get away. But it's like if you are Kiki D at that Italian spot, the Americana, you're wanting people to approach. Do you know what I mean?
That's don't people like it? Don't
No.
people, if someone comes up to me and is like, love you, I'm like, I literally take them by their face and I go, I love you. I
think
love you.
Well, obviously, I
Thank
love
you.
it so much. Obviously.
I was at a restaurant on Friday, and this is all of. I think this girl probably listens because she told me she listens. But like, she came over. All of a sudden, when we were sitting at a table, when a waiter like kneels down to their chins on like the table
Yeah.
and they're talking to you.
Don't
She
need
was
it.
doing that, so I thought it was a waitress, but she was like talking. She loves the podcast, and I was like, oh yeah, we were like, talking. Her brother is I was like, that's amazing, and like, but like. Then I was like, so what? Like, I forgot what I said, but she's like, oh, I'm just over there eating with my parents. It's like, I've never seen someone who wasn't a waiter do that move. Do you know what I mean?
She was wearing a white shirt and a black tie and a vest.
That's awesome sauce.
Okay. And wait, Sarah, what do you want? What is your final form?
I want. So interesting you bring this up. I want all the clothes in the world.
Same.
You do?
I know. You must get sent a lot of fun stuff.
No,
huh?
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, that's not true. I see you tagging people saying thank you.
Do you tag people and say
Imagine
thank you?
I'm like, imagine I buy like a jacket from the Gap and I'm like, thanks the Gap, seriously.
Oh,
We're
by the way,
making-
I do that sometimes with brands because then they do see you and then they offer to send you stuff.
Well, there's stuff that I
Maybe
want.
not the Gap, but maybe a more niche brand.
I want all the clothes in the world, and I've been having a problem where I literally can't fall asleep at night because of the racing thoughts that are going through my mind that
Yeah.
are literally the terror coaster from Six
Yeah.
Flags Great Halloween
Your
Adventure.
life is insanely busy. I cannot
It's
imagine.
really not. There's so many
Sarah.
people who are, but imagine you're a longshore fisherman and like every single day you're like, get the sturgeon. Like that's so much busier. I tried to create a cozy atmosphere with you guys by like going on the floor.
I totally.
No, you look
you're,
so. I mean, it is blurry, but you're really cozy.
you're being the girl from the restaurant with your chin on the table.
But you
Hi,
can't
guys.
be cozy with this because I'm fully laying in bed. So, boom.
you're fully laying in bed as someone who's like completely well and healthful.
And so healthy, and it's so normal to be in bed at 5 p.m. And I love my healthy life.
Wait, Catherine, have you gotten to the part of New York where Dorinda is dressed as Lady Gaga?
No.
Oh, with he's on NSO with Annie Samberg.
And Adam
Oh, I've seen those clips.
NSO made my dress.
God, it's crazy. Well, it's funny because I think what's sad so far about New York is I've seen a lot of clips of like where they end up, some of these iconic moments. And it's sad because at the beginning, no one enters the show as like a raging alcoholic or like a mess. And
Except
then
for
they all
Dorinda.
become.
She enters.
Yeah.
I
She's
guess,
at
but no,
dinner with
even her.
John.
Even her, it took a while for her to show that side.
But
And
it was
now
her
I'm like,
first season. It was the trip. The trip, her first
the
trip.
trip with the cussing and the mom, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
She's starting. Was that she's starting?
No,
Yeah.
that was like her second or third trip. That was the one where Luann had just gotten out of prison because Luann said
Saw
she's
it, right.
starting. And so that
You
made
don't
her-
know that, Kat?
Yeah.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying what I
Okay.
don't know.
Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, sorry. It was like such a
But
huge story.
I thought you like knew that because you're close personal friends with her and collaborators.
I'm really, really, really close. We
Yeah,
are
what if
really
she had to
close.
like cancel one of your writing meetings or something to go into Slammer?
Stop.
Oh, one of my favorite clips ever is friend of the pod when Luann was calling Natalie Joy Johnson, friend of the pod, up to the stage and Natalie fell on her way up. Do you remember that clip? It's so good. I did text Natalie and get it.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. It is, speaking of memory, speaking of rock and stick, it is really hard to remember anything that happens on Zoom. Like in life, I'll remember, most things. On Zoom, it's like,
I wonder if it's because it's like smell based. Like
yeah,
actually
it's
the
tactile.
yeah. Like I can't smell you guys right now. Like I can remember being in Kat's apartment, smelling
Oh.
lunchbox.
I miss
Oh
him.
my
I miss
God.
him. Oh God, that was
God,
such a
that
different time. I'm
summer, I
so
was
glad
so-
to not be there anymore.
Me too, but I was so tan. Do you remember how tan I was that summer?
You were using
do.
tan. You were being tan moms was to distract from the internal pain.
Chaos.
I am so much happier than I was that year. I'll tell you that much.
You had a medical event of the century, by the way. And not to go to full tinfoil hat, but I feel like more and more people are experiencing what you experienced to the point where I'm like, what's in
Who?
the water? What's in the chips?
I know some people
What's
were
in the chips?
imagine this. Imagine me sharing on social media. I'm like, guys, I went to this really intense thing. I'm canceling my shows, whatever. And some people comment, you had a stroke from the COVID vaccine. And I'm like, why don't you find a cliff and JOI jump off it?
Did I write that? It sounds like something I might say.
Oh wait, sorry, fuck, that was you. No, and when you said it, it was like so different. When you said it, it was like, oh my God, like she's being so funny, like she gets me, like whatever, like she
Kat's
gets me.
alarms go off.
Now I can't believe I'm saying this, but do y'all have a crush of the week?
Oh my God. Wait,
Mine
yeah.
will literally be Emma Stone in Begonia because I thought she was so good. I
Oh my
always
God,
love
that
her,
makes
but
me
she
so
was
excited.
She
she's
always
so
rocks
good
it
in it.
in such an unbelievable way.
She's unbelievable in it. It's like one of my favorite of her performances, I think.
Sorry, when someone tags you in something and you're like, wait, what could this
It's
possibly
like free
be?
water bottle. I love when it's that. It's like discount on like Oakley's on like a wholesale like Polish website. And you're like, what could that be?
Okay, let me think of my crush. Sarah, do you have one?
I kind of feel like I have a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
My crush of the week is that I brought my little brother's friends. My little brother's friends came to SNL this week.
So fun.
And like I always say little brother, even though he's like fully 27, but it's like that's little brother.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
small.
That's small. And so like all of his friends, and they're his friends from high school. So I know them from literally when I was babysitter and they were children.
Yeah.
And they're such you're gonna know the type. They're like very well behaved Long Island like bros.
Yeah.
So like they came to like SNL, no skin off my back. It's literally so easy. I send one email, they get in, get out. It's like literally I didn't have to lift a finger.
Yeah.
I wake up to texts from them that are like, Sarah, thank you so much for your hospitality.
That is so
was an
sweet,
unbelievable
honey.
experience. So cute. And they're
Oh
like
my
Long Island boys
God.
are like, seriously, bro, like that was an amazing experience. Like so much hospitality. Thank you. Literally, they then send bagels and coffee to my house the next day.
No.
That is a fucking
Good
man.
mommy's boys.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
they were
like,
raised right.
Well,
it's very
Long
like
Island?
we're adults.
Yes.
We're adults.
Yes.
Like this is how an adult would behave if they were invited to SNL. They would send bagels next morning. Show your
I've
appreciation.
never done anything for anybody.
Me
and it's
neither.
like they were raised by their mothers to be like, you want to know what you do when you go to someone's house? You bring them a bagel, you get them a coffee. She's bringing you to her job. Call her. Call her. Say thank you.
Hey.
They all said like each separately.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is the sweetest thing. Wait, and I'm thinking, it's been a long time since I've been to SNL. Maybe I should come
You're
see
gonna
you.
need to be sitting in my. You're gonna be needing to plop your ass down.
Wait,
on my
how
couch.
many
Is there
years
a
have
week
you
you're
been
particularly excited about? Or is there a host coming up or a musician?
Well, Cher's doing the Christmas show, so
Oh my God.
the gay here. Hey, how about this? To all the gay guys, I know I'll get you in. Just chill,
Totally.
chill.
Wait,
The
gay guy.
second the Cher announced his musical guest, the gay guy phone went off.
Wait,
the
get me
hook.
in. Wait, get me in. No. Now that I really
Pat, you
did it.
have to come. You
Wait,
have to come.
what date is it? What date is it?
It's like whatever the show is before Christmas.
I think I'll be here till the 21st, which is a Saturday.
Wait, when do you come to New York ever?
I came for a week in October, like just for work, and
Come
I did.
take your shoes off, stay a while.
I know I had to come and take my shoes off and stay a while. Like obviously, when I was there for New York for work in October, I was sort of like, I really miss it, but like, I just feel like for what I'm trying to do, I should be here for a little longer.
Totally.
Like, but it does, I also feel like I moved here in like, a little bit of a strange place, and I'm just starting to feel myself like after a couple years, and like I want
She
to
says
like
with 3 DGA awards in the background.
WGA. Oh
Sorry,
my
well,
God.
I know
my
the whale
God,
tails. Sarah.
There's like a theme of my life of never mind, actually I'm not gonna say this, but like like but yeah, I do miss New York a lot. I'm paying more than I want to for rent here, and I'm like, I wish that I like paid really cheap and tried to live in both places like Matt Rogers did for a little while. You know what I mean?
When people say they do that, I'm like literally like, how?
I
Because I'd be
know,
like,
I'm like-
where's my
So-
shirt? Where's my
I
shirt?
know. And then also it's like, so you're paying at least if it's you're paying at least like $8,000 a month probably. You know what I mean?
At least. Because the rent in New York is, a classic, but it's
Say it
beyond
with me. Too damn high.
Yeah.
TDH. It's insane. And yeah, my crush of the week is actually apartment based because I found the most exquisite dresser drawers on App Deco. And I've talked about this before, but if y'all are moving into a new place, App Deco is used furniture. So it's marked down from the classic spots. They deliver it to you assembled, and it fucking rocks. And I just love that website. So thank you guys for
Wow,
that website.
free SpawnCon.
There's
Yeah, they
someone
should definitely
who,
pay me.
There's someone who looks at my stories every time the second I post them, and I'm like, are you obsessed with, and it is not this isn't a romantic person, but I'm like, are you obsessed with me in like an All About Eve way, or are you so online that you need to go
Wow.
to the hospital? Do you know what I mean?
You
like,
you buried the lead. This is what we should have been talking about the entire time.
but that person where it's like, we're not friends, it's not romantic, but you look at the story the second I post it, and I'm like, is that how it is for everyone with you, or is it like, or you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Those people.
Yeah, like you think are they on the phone or are they in LOVE?
Yeah.
Do you
But-
want them to be in LOVE?
No.
Well, because I was like, maybe you can like start sending messages through the stories.
Totally.
Yeah, like,
I'm
make-
actually like, I don't want to date someone for 6 months at least, I think. I want to like find my true self. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
I'm terrified of leaving this earth without ever having met myself.
I don't think you're gonna leave the earth for a very long time, but I appreciate you just like kind of giving us a time frame.
Yeah. Okay.
You know when like a schizophrenic is like, oh my God, like like Leonardo da Vinci like did this painting and like it's like he's speaking to me and like that is how 9/11 happened or something. I basically want you to do that to the person who's looking at your stories.
I'll put a Fibonacci sequence in there.
Oh my God.
Okay, so do you all have crushes of the week? Oh, Sarah,
Well, we
yours
said
were-
ours.
Sarah's was the boys.
So
Catherine,
Sarah's is Well-Behaved Boys from Long Island. Mine is a used furniture place. And yours is, of course,
Emma Stone and Begonia.
Wait,
Emma
I
Stone
have
and
another
Begonia.
one.
Okay, go ahead.
Mine is Kat. Because no
Aw.
offense, Pat, it would be you if I saw you live in the flesh last week, but I didn't.
Totally.
And just seeing Kat, I just was like, I was basically like, I was lost in a sea, and then I found the booty that I needed.
I feel the same way with you. And I ran up to you, interrupted the conversation you were in. The guy looked at me like I was rude, and I go, "This isn't rude. What I'm doing. This is
No,
help.
don't worry. He handed me a business card, so we can touch back with him.
I keep thinking about what you told me about.
We have so much. As soon as the call ends, it's that, and then it's Pat has to tell us about the Puerto
I
Rican
know.
person.
It's so fun. No, but when I see you in an event, I'm like, oh, I'm safe here. Like, it's going to be
Right.
okay. And it's
Yeah.
rock and it's roll. What is the name of your special and when is
Yeah.
the date that it comes out?
Sarah
Bitch.
Squirm live and in the flesh on HBO, allegedly December 12th, but maybe they're gonna have to go on a like de-blurification
unblur.
process.
This is exciting because it's going to be a holiday treat for the whole family.
It should have been Halloween.
It's in
And when's the
Unblur right
party?
now.
Oh, the party, you guys have to come.
When is it?
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's the first week of December, one of those
No,
days.
I obviously won't be there.
But Pat, you
Maybe
have to
it's
just
time.
Yeah.
Don't you have to come here for the holidays anyway?
I do. There was a party here the 20th I wanted to go to, but like,
Oh my god, people already have parties at the end of December. They're planned out.
yeah,
Things happen fast.
things happen when you're like thinking
Am
about
I
it.
crazy? I don't even know what I'm doing in 4.5 minutes.
Things happen.
I do.
Things-
It's eating soup and watching Sonia.
Okay. So do you guys feel hot today? Do you guys feel hot today?
I actually have to say yesterday, I 3 times looked in the mirror and I go, I'm so fucking beautiful. It's crazy.
I feel
Yeah,
that way about you.
beautiful. It's true.
Yesterday, and actually at the end, Brian was like, okay, like stop. Because I kept being like, oh my God, like I look so, I was also hungover yesterday. So it was amazing. Like in that space, I was still serving kunt.
That's so effing cool.
Yeah. And today, of course not, but what can you do?
And did you guys know that I thought that the lyrics were, and suddenly I saw debris?
What song?
And suddenly I saw debris. Now and
Oh
then
my
I get insecure.
And suddenly.
Maybe that's celebs, and suddenly
I
I see
saw
debris. I saw debris.
debris.
Suddenly I saw
Pitch
debris.
that for this week.
hear
Pitch that for
it.
this week. Pitch that for this week.
Okay. Do you? Are you guys mad at me?
Wait, Sarah, do you feel hot today?
I literally feel hot because you told me I was a model.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a picture of you and Bo with the wigs.
Okay, I feel hot because you said I look like a model. I'm just like, what? I'm just thinking I like should change my whole life. People really like me when I look different.
No,
No.
You know what I'm saying though? I'm
no,
like,
people love how
okay.
you look now.
no, your sense of style is iconic. It's like it's everything.
I literally got this on the street.
Of course,
I know, of course.
a horse.
Pat,
Of
do you
course,
feel hot?
nay,
The
nay,
horse, of
nay.
course.
I don't. I need a haircut. Is what I need.
Great
So I-
Hannibal Buress joke. Or are you ever depressed, but then you realize you need a haircut?
I never saw that joke.
And I always
Because
think
you
of
watch specials.
I always think of a Tig Notaro joke where she talks about like when someone asks if you're growing your hair out, you're like, I guess. Like, okay, now I'm growing it out. Okay, no, not anymore, not anymore. Okay, now I am.
Perfect joke.
Hair jokes. Okay.
Yo,
title
thank y'all
that.
so much for listening. Watch Sarah's special. When a
Watch
Heart
Live and in the
Breaks.
Flash. December 12th is everything. And sorry I'm sick and forgive everything. And make sure to love at all times and extend love and never yell at a line producer.
Don't forget to show love.
Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
That was a Headgum podcast.